Hey all, this is Nick with Scent Remix. Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is a tag video. Luke is Poe tagged me for this one, and it is 7 cheapy fragrances to keep for life and chuck the rest. This was a little challenging because I do like my cheapy fragrances and I've got quite a few of them. So to go through and weed out the ones that I could possibly get rid of, it was kind of difficult. So what I did to make it a little easier on myself was to categorize these. So what I came up with is 2 for cold weather, 2 for warm weather, 2 easy grab, versatile work scents, and then 1 special occasion dressy scent. That did help a little bit, but let me show you what I came up with. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna begin with the cold weather scents. I guess that's a great place to start maybe, because out of the bunch here, these are probably my favorites, because I do typically like deeper, darker scents. I really love my leathers, my tobacco, and these represent both of those categories. And I'll start out with this one here. This is from the House of Zara, and this is the Perfect Smoking. Now, they've recently come out with this series, which I think is really well done. I'm very impressed with Zara for the most part. I think they have some really great fragrances. They've got great concepts. They've got great packaging and presentation. And this one is no exception. This is a really gorgeous tobacco scent. I wore this one the other day as the my scent of the day, even though it's warm around here. You really can't beat this for the price. I think I paid like $20 for it at the Zara store the last time I was able to get to one. And it's very nice. So that would definitely be one that I would keep for a cold weather. My second cold weather scent would be Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature. So this represents, of course, my leather fragrance, and this too is a very nice one for the price. I picked this up at a rack store, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and I think this one was under $30. But quality scent, if you love leather, and you're looking for a bargain fragrance, this would be one to definitely grab. All right, let's move on to warm weather scents. So this is a recent acquisition, and this came recommended by a guy that I talk to every once in a while on Facebook. He's a huge Jacques Bogart fan, and I think he's got just about the whole collection. But this one is Silver Scent Pure by Jacques Bogart. And this is a very, to me, unique fragrance. I mean, as far as like a spring summer freshie, this one kind of comes across, I consider it like if you were to take Calvin Klein Eternity and mix it with like grape soda. That's what it smells like to me. And it's a very nice, refreshing scent. It's an easy one to grab for. Is it a little synthetic? Yes, but I can get past that based on just what this smells like. I mean, it's a great all-around scent, and it is definitely a good one for warm weather. So my second one for warm weather would be this one here. And I just felt like this had to make the list. I mean, I love my Encre Noirs. And out of the three, I think, probably the Sport would address everything that I would need, from that particular line. I love Alastrim, but and I love the original. But I think out of the three, the Sport just really hits all the marks for me. It is a bright, refreshing vetiver that still has like that underlying dark quality to it, that inky quality that the Encre Noirs are known for. I feel like it's like a conundrum of a scent, really. It's a contradiction, and one that I just find so fascinating. So I definitely had to keep this one. And then moving on to easy grabs. And for me, I guess this was probably the easiest category to fill with two fragrances. This one naturally had to be in here. I've talked about this one quite a bit, and I just love it to death. It's Davidoff Zeno. This is very easy for me to grab because of just the very uplifting quality that it has. That fresh lemon, zingy quality at the outset, and then the way that it just dries down into that very creamy sandalwood, patchouli. It's so good. I can't say enough how if you have not tried this, you need to grab a bottle of it. It's one that you should definitely try out. And then for my second easy grab, I had to go with this one because this one actually has some sentimental value to me. But it's a Vera Wang for Men. Very lovely yuzu scent. It's bright, it's crisp, it's very refreshing. I love wearing this one like right out of the shower, just hanging around the house and all of that. But I actually got my very first bottle. It was passed down to me from my dad. Well, actually, my mom gave it to me because my dad just wasn't wearing it. And I don't know why, because it's such a great scent. But obviously, he just wasn't fond of it. But he's not one to wear colognes too much anyway. So I ended up getting, that bottle, and I went through it like very quickly. At the time, I really wasn't buying a lot of fragrances. So that was the one that I used quite a bit, and I loved it. So it's got a little bit of sentimental value to me because I did wear it quite a bit of during that period of time, and it came from my mom and everything. So I definitely had to get another bottle of it eventually when I ran out. But another one that I really love, that yuzu note is wonderful. It's a very kind of different take. It's more of an oriental take, on your fresh citrus fragrances. So check that one out if you have. And it doesn't get talked about enough, I don't think. I think it's a great fragrance, and it doesn't get enough love. And so finally, my number 7 pick. Of course, these weren't really in any order, but this is the last fragrance that I'm going to show you. And this I chose as my more special fragrance, or special event fragrance. When I might get dressed up, go out with the wife or whatever. This one really, really shocked me when I got it. This is one that I came across on Facebook. I kept seeing it pop up every once in a while, and it kind of intrigued me a little bit. So I just decided to blind buy it. But this is Korloff No Ordinary Man. I could not believe what a beautiful, beautiful scent this is. It's very light. It's very crisp. It's very refreshing. I mean, it's got some blue fragrance qualities to it. But to me, I would prefer this over most of the blue fragrances out there, just because it does provide something a little bit different. And to me, the reason that I picked this as a dressier scent is just because of the fact that it does have a very elegant quality about it that would just make this be very easy to pair this with a suit, or just when you're dressed up in a nice shirt and slacks. And I don't know. I fell in love with this one immediately. When I sprayed it on a test strip, I was like, this is really nice. And then when I tried it out for the very first time on skin, and I wore it an entire day, I really loved it. And it's been another one that since I've had it, which isn't really a long time, I've reached for this one several times. And again, that's very unusual for me because I do have like my little rotation that I like to keep to. But anyway, that is my 7 picks for cheapies to keep for life and chuck the rest. I'm not going to violently chuck them because that would really upset me to do that. So I'm going to very nicely maybe gift them to someone else that might appreciate them. I couldn't really just get rid of them altogether. But again, this is just for fun. That's not the point because I'm not really getting rid of them. So anyway, all right. So I thought picking these fragrances was hard, but trying to find someone to tag that hasn't already done this video. I had a couple of people in mind, and I went back through their videos just to make sure that they hadn't done this one yet, and come to find out they had, and I'd forgotten about it. So I think I'm going to have to go with a channel that I've just recently come across. Now, she does a lot more of like niche high-end fragrances, so I'm not sure if she would even want to do this video, but I just love her channel. I love her style. I love the way that she describes perfumes, and she just really gives a very vivid picture of what the perfume smells like. So I really enjoy it, but it's Delicious Delights. So consider yourself tagged, and look forward to seeing what you come up with. All right, guys, that will do it for this video. Again, thanks to Lucas Poe for tagging me on this. Sorry I didn't get to it in a very timely manner, but I did finally get around to it. Anyway, until the next video, you guys take care. We'll see you.